Welcome to the picking and exploration of a Pagoda lock. This stuff here comes from Lockmania. It is a travel lock. It comes even in this travel lock bag, and it serves the purpose of educating the lockpicking community regarding the Pagoda lock. Pagoda lock, I think that's the maybe unofficial name. It's because of the shape of the key. Has a keyway that looks like this and, well, opens and closes. He was so kind not to only send this lock, but also one core that can be gutted, which I've already done, so we can see and understand how the mechanism works, and then finally pick this lock open. Okay, now how does a Pagoda lock work? We have a disassembled lock here. That's the outer shell and that's the plug. Goes in like this, and there is the actuator on top. And if you insert the key, you can turn the plug and also the actuator, and the lock opens. However, there's more inside that blocks the rotation of the plug depending of the bidding of the key, and that's these parts here. We have some springs and we have three, well, discs, so to speak. Let's assemble it and it will become clear. Maybe before I show you how the discs are aligned. We have the key here. We have 3 steps, as you can see. And I take the disc here, which has the greatest diameter, and put it on the key. Then I take the next that sits on the next diameter, and finally the one with the smallest hole here. And that's how it looks like. The key makes these discs align like so, and the spacing is important because there are grooves in the shell here. They are spaced with a different or with a specific distance that needs to match the steps here on the key. So now how is this assembled? First comes the smallest diameter. First comes the biggest diameter. And you can see the little peaks here. These go in like so. Oops, hard to reassemble. These go in like so. And now these two opposing chambers are filled, and that's the place where the springs go in, like so and like so. Then comes the next disc, and you can see that now the other pair of chambers are filled, and there we have another pair of springs. And finally, the one with the smallest diameter comes on top. And here we have this spring that pushes against this final last disc. It's hard with these mangled springs to assemble it. So now, this is the side that goes here in the plug or in the outer shell. And then comes the actuator on top, and now you can imagine when you push in the key, you push against the spring tension and you cause all the internal discs to align correctly spaced, and then you can rotate it. Doesn't quite work, but I think you get the idea. So now how can a lock like this be picked? That's this fully assembled lock. You can see the 3 discs. Well, we need to tension the plug from the bottom, and we need to push down the rings to the right height while applying tension. Alright, let me prepare my setup and we will see if we can get open this lock. Okay, I tried to pick it in the hand and at the same time give you a good view to what's going on inside. Not sure if this works. I have made myself a twisted tension wrench because I find it pretty hard to get the discs pushed down evenly. They get tilted very easy, and so I thought it's a good idea to be able to push them left and right at these cutouts. Yeah, show you that the lock actually works, and locked up. Then insert the tensioner. And I've seen Lockmania picking this particular lock with great ease, so I'm really impressed. For me this is quite a challenge. So let's see. Push on the most outer ring. And see if I can get feedback from the other rings. And open. All right. Yeah, so that's how it looks inside. When the lock is picked, you can see the discs are aligned according to the spacing of the grooves of the shell. So now when I close it and lock it back up, you might be able to see that they return. Now they have returned to the state at which they stay because of the spring tension. Alright, that's a pretty fun lock, and I'm very glad that Lockmania sent this treble lock bag with a core and the actual padlock around for us to explore this kind of locking mechanism. Yeah. Thanks Lockmania for the cool lock, and everybody else, thanks for watching, happy picking, and bye bye!